Good YouTube, this IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucker banger of a video. I don't know why it's blurry, trying to fix that shit. But either way, today we're gonna be going into women, female nature. A lot of guys, man, they struggling when it come down to talking to women, fucking with women, getting a number, all the little shit. Y'all really struggling with women. I mean, when it come down to getting a number, when it come down to having sex, when it come down to having relationships, y'all all struggling with having women. And I want to go into really understanding the beliefs y'all have, this how the beliefs that y'all have, the reason why y'all struggle with women, the ideas that y'all have about life is the reason why y'all struggle with women, the idea about what you are not okay with, whether that be rejection, whether that be being seen as a fucking, a guy who's like a womanizer, being seen as a guy that's basically you don't want to be embarrassed, you don't want to be shamed, you don't want to be, seen a certain type of way by a woman. And a lot of this shit is the reason why y'all struggling with women. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So this is the biggest thing I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give this shit to y'all, which is just simple things that come down to getting more sex, getting more dates, getting more connections with women, and understanding overall how this shit really works. So take a motherfucking seat, get this video to 200 likes. Drop your questions in the chat if you want to get with me. Get on with me on TikTok. Give me on Instagram _ IQ Domino Live for good questions. And if it's a good enough question in this video to get to 200 likes, shit, I'll make a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? A banger off your question. You feel me? But let's get into it. First topic is gonna be sex. A lot of guys, bro, they think that women, you have to do a certain amount of things to get sex, and you really don't. You really don't. It's honestly just come down to your comfort level. A lot of guys, they're actually not comfortable with being sexual with women, and this is why a lot of times women get turned off by them. You feel what I'm saying? Like they literally get turned off because they saying to themselves, "He can't handle me. He don't know what he want to do with me. He don't want to, he don't know what he actually. I'm gonna waste my time talking to this man." And a lot of y'all may be thinking to yourself, "Well, why is that the case? Why is that the case? Because women are emotional creatures, fellas. They ain't logical. They not thinking about, oh, well, if he moving this way, then it must mean this and it must mean that. No, she's dead ass going to categorize you because she not thinking that deep into it. I'm gonna be real with you. She just thinking about the way she feels. And as men, we gotta know that we logical. We want sex. Them, they're emotional and they like attention. So what y'all gotta realize is when you move in a certain kind of way, she automatically identifies that she can have sex with you. But when you move another kind of way, she identifies that she can't have sex with you. Because you're moving in a way where she's going to feel shame if she act because you want that and she say to herself, I don't really feel comfortable going through that, feeling the way that I feel, or whatever you say is going to turn her off because you're moving that way, and that's what she actually wants to do. She actually wants to get down to it. So a lot of times, fellas, y'all be, you might want, she want to get with you. You know what I'm saying? She see you, she might see, she see a motherfucker like me, like you look good as a motherfucker, and she want to fuck me. But if I'm going up to her and I'm saying, oh my God, like, the weather's amazing, and yeah. So what are you doing, and what's your life like, and what do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? It's like, you not. She's not gonna. She gonna say to herself, this motherfucker in there, he beating around the bush. He wasting time. He doing. It's like, why you doing all that, man? Why are you doing that? Why are we talking about fruits and vegetables when you trying to get up in his ass? That's what she's asking herself. You know what I'm saying? And then when you moving like that, man, she honestly gonna say to herself, I don't really think he could dominate me because he ain't gonna take control of the situation and get what he want out the situation. She know what you want. She know what you want. So it's like it's only two categories. Do you feel like you gotta get to know her a little bit, which women gonna be down with that? They gonna be down. I'm gonna be real with you. I've met some women and they was fine as shit, but I already knew if I would have played that wood on it, I would have laid that wood on their ass, they would have lost their mind. You know what I'm saying? Because they were just too toxic off the bar. It was like, yeah, no, I want you to be mine, this, that, and I ain't gonna lie, if you move this kind of way, you do this to me, I might get mad. I have situations in the past where I fought my nigga, like all that. I was like, yeah, you cool, but You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I say, oh, what you want to, like, I don't want to hear none of that. You better not do that shit with me. She like, I don't know. I might. I'm not fucking with that. Listen though. This is the biggest thing. Like, when it come down to it, women understand that you as a man, you going to she knows this, fellas. Like, y'all might not actually believe this, but she wants to duck. She wants to duck and she knows you want to duck. So when you move in a way that's like you're indirectly trying to duck, she's like, she can control you. She dead ass feels like she can control you. But if it's true, you really want to get to know her, you want to do all these things, it might happen if she's down for it and if she's really feeling you. So a lot of times, guys, they say to themselves, well, why she not fucking with me, or why she not going for me, or why she not doing it, why she not doing that? It's because you don't necessarily believe that she should fuck with you because you're moving that way. You don't believe it. And women can feel it. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't gotta really know what you're talking about. They ain't gotta really know what you're doing. But they just can feel it. And if it's like your intention is to smash, but you're trying to get to know her, you're trying to take her on dates, you're trying to buy her gifts, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're doing it for that. So for her, it's going to make her somewhat uncomfortable because it's like, this is the why you're doing it. Because of that. And she don't directly know that, but it's like she kind of gonna pick up on your intent. She kind of gonna pick up on how the way you feel about it. She kind of gonna pick up on the way what you're actually saying and what you're saying. She's gonna pick up on the little things. She might not logically know what you're doing, but she's gonna pick up on it and it's gonna turn her off. But if you're intentional about it, then that's actually what you want, she's gonna pick up on that. But a lot of times, fellas, let's be real, we don't really be wanting that. To a certain extent, we want it. Like, we want to know that we ain't dealing with no serial killer, no slice. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but we about to find out on this video. She might be a bitch and trying to slice your tires or something like that. We want to figure out that, but let's just be real, bro. She got a nice ass, thick thighs, pretty face. We trying to do some things to that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to sit up here and lollygag all the time. No, we trying to get in there. Let's just be real. So that's one thing about a woman where you can turn her off without you even realizing you're turning her off. The next thing is the dates. One of the biggest misconceptions I would say coming off the dome with dates is a lot of guys really do believe that if they go on a certain date with a woman, it's guaranteed she's going to smash. Guaranteed she's going to smash. And she ain't. I'm going to be honest with you, this is not guaranteed that she's going to smash. And it's not guaranteed that, well, I'm the type I get turned off for certain women if they don't move right. I want them to move. I wouldn't even try to smash. Some women I don't even want to smash. But yeah, if she like on a date and they think that they gonna smash, I take her on a lavish date, I'm gonna smash. I take her out here, I'm gonna smash. I take her out to this restaurant where I pay $100, $200,000, some people pay thousands of dollars, insane, and they think they gonna smash, and they don't. And they wonder why they struggling with this shit is because, bro, your expectation is not really on you, it's on the date, and that's what her expectation is on the date. You thinking about smashing, right? Because you put her on this date, now she's thinking to herself, I can get more out of her. You know what I'm saying? Now she might smash. I also gotta say this too. Fellas, I don't care what a woman say. Sex is not that deep. Sex is not that deep. I'm gonna be real with y'all. When it comes down to dates and things of this nature, I do want y'all to understand that sex is not that deep. Sex is only deep to people who believe it is. And most people who believe it is don't really have sex. Because it is that deep for them. You feel what I'm saying? This is why I always tell y'all a lot of times too, with these beliefs that y'all have, that y'all gotta really change that, because y'all think sex is so like taboo, and it's not. Like, you can dead ass talk about sex in the first conversation you have with a woman, like, hey, how you doing? What's good? I ain't gonna lie, I thought she had a nice ass, a nice body. She Shit, I couldn't look away from you. I had to come say something, whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? What you doing, man? I'm trying to fuck with you. Like, whatever the case, I'm trying to hook up with you tonight, you know, like, I'm trying to lay you out on the bed, take all the clothes off you, and, you know, lick you up and down, whatever the case might be, whatever kind of shit you into. And you can say that to her the first link, the first time y'all meet, dead ass. The first meet. Like, first time y'all interact. Y'all, you can move like that. And that's what I'm really trying to get y'all to understand, bro. It's like, it's not that deep for women that actually are fine because they used to it. And they believe it or not, it's what I always try to get guys to realize is that every woman has done it. It's better for you to realize this and believe this than to believe what you believe now, which is sex is a big thing, because it's not. It's actually not, okay? And whenever you actually, get down with her and she realizes that you know that it's not, it actually gives her permission to be that. You know what I'm saying? Because you believe it, she says to herself it's okay because she's initially following your lead. Whether you believe it or not, she's following your lead. So because you believe that me personally, I believe every woman, especially if she's fine, especially if she's fine, has been fucked on the first date. You have to believe it. Just believe it. Or the second. Some women, they hold on. Every woman, to me, if you ask me, has been smashed at least once on the first date. Especially if she's fine. Why? Because she has access to it. She has unlimited access to it without her even trying. She walks outside, she has access to it. She has access to it. And she has access to guys who are okay with it. So you just make sure that you're one of those guys. And you can choose whether or not, you want her on your team, you want to take her serious. You can choose that, but first, initially, I want y'all to understand, bro, sex is the thing that's actually the driving factor, especially for women. And especially when she see you as a man, she's thinking this. So I'm trying to get y'all to realize this. But if your intention is actually to get to know her, and it's really your intention, it has to be real. It can't be, I'm getting to know her to smash. No. You want to fill her out, fill out her vibe, maybe to see if she's crazy or she's not. That's cool. You want to see if she got something, whatever the case might be. You want to see. You want to see if she actually, she might be. She might be. You know what I'm saying? So you want to actually know that. So that's like, you want to get that initially out the way. But once that's out the way, you want to actually get with it, bro. You don't want to be sitting up here pussyfooting around and thinking that, it's about to go the way you want it. It's not. So the dates, don't think it's gonna go the way you want it to go because it's not. Okay. But the dates, to go back to the dates. Initially, bro, you don't have to take her on a date. You can invite her to your crib. If she likes you, she's gonna go to your crib. If she like you, if she really like you, some women you can just ask them, do you mind coming to my crib? Because sometimes you might meet a woman online, or you might not have had that much time to really have a conversation with her so she can feel you out. And you might have to really, go somewhere with her just for her comfort. And it's okay. So it's not like a big deal. But I would tell y'all though, like, you ain't even gotta go nowhere lavish, bro. You can go to like a bar, bro. Bar, you spend like $20 on drinks. Or you can go to an ice cream shop. Ice cream shop, you're gonna spend like $10. Me personally, I don't take them nowhere. I take them downtown by the river. I'm in Louisiana, bad VR. I take them by the river. I take them by the lake. I take them by LSU Lake. I take them to different parks, wherever park close to me. I might invite them to the gym. I might invite them to somewhere I'm going. Whatever the case might be, I just get them a little somewhere where we just interact a little bit, and we going to the crib. If you're not going to the crib, we're going to the crib on the second date. You better believe it. Better believe it. So that's 9 times out of 10 you really gotta move. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. 5 out of 10 of the time, half the time, you really can just invite them to the crib, bro. I'm gonna say more than half the time. You can just invite them to the crib. Just invite them to the crib. Just see, do you mind coming to my place? Just ask her. If she say yes, I don't know about the first date, and later on in that date, ask her. Hey, listen, I want you to come to my house, man. Come on. I want you to come though, whatever case might be. However, some guys are indirect, I don't want the night to end tonight, I want to go back home and get some wine, and just see where the vibe goes. I get it. Everybody got their way. I'm not shaming your way. do what you do. If it work for you, it work for you. You know what I'm saying? But next thing is the connection. Okay, a lot of guys believe that you need to connect to have. You made it very clear. You don't. You don't need to connect with a woman to have sex with her. We made it very clear that you ain't got to do that. But the connection is initially felt when y'all first meet, bro. Like when y'all first meet, the very first time, the connection is already there. The connection is initially already been presented. It's already there. I need a new fucking lens, man. I need to buy a new lens. But the connection is initially already set. I'm just keeping it a beam with you. It's already set when y'all first start talking. The connection is there. It's there. It's there. Like she's already feeling you out. Immediately she's feeling you out. Not she's feeling you out right now. Like right there in that moment, she's feeling you out. And if you like come off strange, you come off forced, you come off like desperate, to her you already been categorized as over with. If you do that during the date, to her it's already you automatically categorized and you're over with. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to really understand. When it comes down to you being a man, you have to just be real and honest with yourself, and you have to commit to that moment. And that's what the connection is initially laid. By you being honest, by you being yourself, by you making that joke, by you flirting with her, by you speaking your mind, by you taking your time with the way you speak and being comfortable in your own skin. These are all variables that's introducing who you are to that woman. That is the connection. Initially, if that connection is good, y'all can fuck. Y'all can fuck. Now to go even deeper than that, if you want to go deeper than that, you have to honestly, number one, she has to feel comfortable and you have to never, now repeat, never judge her. Now we're going to define this word judge. Okay? Belittling her is judging her. If you put a label on her, you're judging her. If you compare her to something else, which is a label to me, same thing, you're judging her. If you are trying to, if you take what she say and you assume a whole lot of shit, not asking what you ask an assumption question, that's one thing. But if you just full right assume shit, you're out of there because you like this. All those things mean that you are judging her, and if you are judging her, all of this means is she can't be herself around you. That's what that means. So the connection is never going to be real. It's never going to be real. Like because she don't feel comfortable being herself. Therefore, you have killed the connection by doing it. And I don't mean to, step on her toes when I say that. But if you're doing that, that's why you ain't getting it. If you're doing that, that's why she cut you off. If you're doing that, that's why she initially don't like you because. What you're doing, bro. You're making her feel insecure. You're making her feel like she can't be herself. You know what I'm saying? You make her feel like that she shouldn't be herself. And you gotta really accept the woman for her flaws and all of that in order for the connection to be real. If you ain't accepting her for who she is, nigga, who are you? Who are you? Like who? That's kind of like and this is me talking to you. I ain't talking from the woman's perspective. I'm talking. That's how I look at you. Who are you? Who do you think you are? Even if you got some things going on in your life, you gotta realize you ain't perfect either. Who do you think you are? Initially. Because it's a woman. First of all, now man to man, we can be blunt, we can be crucial, we can be definite. I'm not sitting up here telling you to tell a woman what she wants to hear. No, that's not what I'm telling you to say. What I'm saying is if you are belittling her, you're comparing her, if you are assuming things about her, if you're doing all of these things to that woman, who the fuck are you to be doing that? You're not God. And when you move this way with a woman, she's automatically. Now with a guy, me and you might be able to correct each other. With a woman, she's not doing it. Most women, they not. And we like that because we don't want a woman that we have to be argumentative with all the time. We want a woman who who rather just kick it. Honestly. Now, when you actually know how to speak to a woman, which is being honest and being understanding of who she is without and speaking with authenticity, which means that you're not attaching your mindset to labels and other beliefs. You're just going off of who you are and with the way you live your life and the way you design your thoughts to live the way you want to live. When you move in that way, of course, she's automatically going to say to herself, he wants the best for me. I understand like what he's saying. I know where he's coming from. Like I fuck with him for that. When you actually know how to talk, bro. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Like you got if you're the guy that she needs and you want to be that guy that she needs, you got to know how to talk to that woman. Not every woman is direct. Not every woman is passive aggressive. Not every woman is passive. Not every woman is, quick to the point. Some women they like every detail. Some women they don't like every detail. They want you quick to the point. Some women don't give a fuck about the details. They just care about the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? And those women 9 times out of 10 are there for a good time, not a long time. Just being real. Just being real. Women who like to have fun all the time, they there for that good time, not a long time. I'm just letting it be known. Letting it be known. But expectations. Okay. We 21 minutes in. Leave a like down below, man. Like I said, get this video to 200 likes, and that's where all the specials gonna come in. Y'all got the Instagram _IQ Domino Live, and TikTok IQ Domino Live as well. I think without the underscore IQ Domino Live, Instagram IQ Domino Live, TikTok. Get with me. I post on there every day. Same way I post on YouTube every day. Different content for every platform. And yeah. So number one is but anyway, number one, the outcome people who are 100% looking at outcome. This is what your expectations have to be. A lot of guys, what I'm going into with this portion of the video is understanding that the outcome is what makes you do what you do. The expectation of the outcome is what makes you do what you do. The expectations is designed by the way you think and it's designed by the way you believe. These things determine the way you move, the way you feel, and the way you think about the way you move. So what you got to realize is you got to reprogram your thoughts to think in a way that's actually going to get through to the woman the way you want it to be. And it can't be pretend. Sometimes you can't fake it till you make it and to reprogram yourself. But I would initially just tell you to think yourself to understand the way you think and then focus on changing every thought that comes at a time. For example, let's say you might see a woman and you say she's fine as fuck, but she might feel like you're not good enough because she hops in the Benz. And I would go as far as to tell you is that woman can be in that Benz, but you don't know if she's a good woman. You don't know if she's the woman for you. You don't know if she wants to fuck you immediately. You don't know if she wants to make you wait. You don't know if she's not going to be turned on to you. You don't know if she might fuck with you because she feel like she can help you. You don't know if she's insecure. You don't know if she has that car because she's insecure. You don't know if her mom bought that car. So many possibilities that you don't know. And even if she did have that Benz, even if she does drive in that Benz, let's say she earned it and she's worked her ass off, she's the perfect woman when it comes down to doing everything. You will want that woman to want you for you and not you for your money anyway. And you have to understand that you are enough. Who you are right now to get that woman to get on her knees and slurp all of the audio. That's kind of like what you have to really understand when it comes down to that woman, even though she hops in the Benz, because your expectations sometimes, you expecting her to, do all of that blinds you. Versus me, I see that woman in that Benz, and I say, man, she probably gonna spend some money on me. I'm being honest. I'm just being real, Or, a lot of times when I meet women who are very established in their career, but they be stuck up, I be like, bro, once she start talking to me, or once she see how I move, she probably gonna end up being clingy because she ain't never had no motherfucker like this in her life. That's honestly how I feel about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she never had this experience. She never had this, she never had the opportunity to really get away from that life. And she probably have a certain perspective where it's like, she just feel like she got to do all of this shit to look a certain kind of way. And I start dicing up on a little bit of game, and then she start realizing, like, damn, I can live a peaceful life and do that, but this might not be something I want to live. Now she feel like, damn, I ain't never know that. Just from hearing me talk about my stories, just from hearing me talk about my life. And once that happens, and once that really gets into her mind, it's kind of like, damn, okay, cool. You know, you start talking to her, you start helping her understand herself even more. You take her to another level, and before she know it, she be ran through her whole fucking career and everybody in her workforce because she has elevated to a point where she has more control of what's going on around her. But that's just me. That's just how I feel about myself. You might feel about yourself in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say your expectations influence your behavior. Your expectations influence everything. You pipe her down, whatever the case might be, you can do that. She might not be good enough, and you just slut her out forever, and she okay with it because she knows she's not good enough. Even though she drive a Bentley, Bugatti, whatever, she still can feel this way. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. So the next thing I want y'all to realize is the position that y'all put yourselves in. Okay, a lot of times, right? Whenever you might post something online or a dating app, whatever the case might be, you might post yourself, and initially you might put yourself out there to be seen as just a good guy who has a life and who does some things really good for himself, or you might post yourself as a guy that you just 100% image based, you look good, you fly, you in shape, so you portray an image. You portray to be seen a certain way. So that's just the way you do it. And they got another guy who portrays who he is and his intent with the women. These are all different positions that people play in life. If I present myself immediately and I immediately start, telling you jokes and I immediately start asking you questions and I immediately start, inviting you to places, you're going to have an identity attached to me. So if I say, I ain't gonna lie, that ass over there jiggling, but I ain't gonna lie, she kind of got a diaper booty. If I say that, it's a joke, right? You automatically know you already know one or two things about me. I'm open about looking at ass, and I don't mind telling jokes to people. Now, if I say, all right, bro, hey, bro, I'm going to the bar, I'm going to the poetry slam, I'm going to the boxing gym. All of these things are displaying an image to you, but it's a position that you now have identified with me as. This is a cool motherfucker that might be a badass. It's a cool motherfucker that knows how to talk. It's a cool motherfucker that likes to actually socialize and talk to people. Each position is a different position which you present to me, what I present to you. And this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. If I say, what kind of movies you like to go, or I say, are you going to the football game? Or I say, are you going to the party this afternoon? All of these things, right? It's a position. So now we're gonna talk about women. And this is why I say this is from a guy to a guy, logic on logic. If I say that same thing to a woman, that shit don't really mean nothing to her. I'm gonna be honest with you. She have an idea of, okay, this motherfucker like to talk. Okay, that don't mean nothing to her because she has to feel it. The only thing she would be able to feel is that I said she got a fat ass and she has to diaper me. That's the only thing she'd be able to feel. She would laugh, but she'd be like, damn, you looking at her ass right here looking at me. Because she's trying, I'm telling you, they don't look at the logic of it. They look at automatically number one, the way that you make them feel. That's it. The way you make them feel. Now you look, that's it. So initially, she might see me, right? And she might see me, she say, you good looking, you tall, you brown skin, you handsome, you got good skin, you look like take care of yourself, you fly, whatever the case might be, and she might be saying to herself, I would let that hit tonight. You know what I'm saying? She might let him tonight, right? She might be saying that initially, but I'll be like, hey, what's good? Like, you want to get a drink? You want to go to want to get a little drink? Want to go to the bar? Okay, she might be like, okay, cool. Is she really feeling me? Okay, cool. I go to the bar. She's cool. We go to the bar. Start kicking it. We start, laughing, telling jokes, and bring out the question. So what are you doing next weekend? She's like, I'm going to be with such and such, and I don't know. And I'm like, well, let's set up a date. I'll see you next weekend. She might fuck with that. Depending on that conversation, and depending on how I position myself, which is, a guy who's just a good guy who likes to have a good conversation. You position yourself right that way, cool. She might be cool with that. She might really fuck with you that way. I'm just being real with you. She might fuck with you that way. When it comes down to you, she might fuck with you and you go on that date, cool. And if she really do feel like, you the guy, she knows initially that she wanted to smash you, but you might end up talking yourself into a possible relationship situation, and depending on her logic, which is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, why it's a bad idea, depending on her logic, the way she look at you, which means she's going off of other things, not you, depending on how to, because of the way you approach the whole situation, which is from a I want this standpoint, and I want you to see me as this. I want you to see me this way standpoint, so I can get what I want standpoint. Because you're moving that way, immediately she's not going to fuck with you long term. Slowly but surely, you're going to talk your way out of this situation. I promise you that, unless she's very attracted to you. Unless, versus me going up to a woman, saying that she has a nice ass, flirting with her, telling her all the things I want to do to her, having a regular conversation with her, and still making the sexual keeps getting the sexual attention there. And I say, what are you doing tonight? The entire night I've been positioning myself to fuck with her that night. And that's why I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Now, the first guy, his intention was to be seen a certain way. The second guy's intention was to go out the way he wants. Now, I'm just telling y'all the third guy. This is what y'all pretend y'all want to be. If y'all really was this way, I promise y'all be some player. Y'all be extremely attracted to me if you were really this way. But most guys, they ain't, because they pretended to be this way. Which is, I want to just get to know you. And I don't want to have sex with you at all. The reason why you're extremely attracted to women in that way, because you're looking at them. Not their draws, not what you get out of them, but them. And if they have to dead ass work their way into getting you. The reason why most of y'all don't actually have that attention is because y'all are actually talking to these women because you're sexually driven. You're actually sexually driven. The reason why you're doing all of that is because you're sexually driven. So in order for you to even get to that point, you gotta either one, kill it in yourself, and kill your lust, which you don't really have to do, but a lot of guys do that because they're actually just trying to, get women. A lot of guys kill their lust because they're trying to get women. So the whole point is that your intention from that third point is that you want to have to get to know her. It has to be a real reason why you want to get to know her. It has to be a real reason. It cannot be something that you're doing to get sex. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a real reason you want to get to know her. You have to know something. Like me personally, I have to know something. Some guys, they ain't got to know shit. And they cool with it. They smash. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing that. I'm not. I'm lying. I probably will sometimes, but most of the time, I'm not. Most of the time, I'm not. I'm going to be honest. That's not my forte. I got to talk to you a little bit. I've had women I've talked to, and they initially was just like, nah, I'm trying to smash. Like, fuck what you talking about. First minute, it was like, I'm trying to smash. Fuck what you talking about. Like, and I'm going to be honest. I was like, STDs. I'm going to be honest. I was just me. I just, and keep in mind, she had a cool vibe about her, and I could have smashed. Honestly, I get that kind of shit all the time at this point in my life. Women be want to smash. So, this is what y'all gotta understand. Y'all position yourself to get what you want. This is why it's key for y'all. Some guys are like, I don't want to just have sex. This is why it's key. A woman will suck and fuck her way into a relationship. This is what a lot of guys don't understand. They just want the relationship so bad, they don't understand. The woman will suck and fuck her way into a relationship because she wants to serve you. See, a lot of y'all so used to trying to get women, y'all understand for a woman to get a relationship with you, she should have to earn it. This is long-term positioning. Short-term positioning of the guys, they're doing all of this shit to get her. This is why I'm trying to get y'all to get the difference. When you are a certain kind of man, you want to get to know her. You're getting her to that point where she really wants to earn you. You're getting her to that point, but she's still working to earn it. So I mean, personally, someone may be like, I want to wait till marriage. I'll be like, I promise you, you don't. Because you're not going to do all the shit that it takes for you to get a man to get it. You got a lot of you beta males out here who really just want a woman. They just want a woman just to want a woman. But when you that kind of guy to that woman, she's the leader. Just ordained. She's the leader. When you're not a guy who knows what you want and you got a reason behind everything you do with that woman, she's ordained as the leader. Ordained. That's just how it goes, man. It's not even your choice. That's why I say a lot of it is about positioning, the way you position yourself to get what you want. A lot of y'all don't even think about what y'all want. Y'all just think about that bullshit. And while you're thinking about just the draws, you're missing the indication of what's actually going on in that woman's mind, leading you to miss the overall big picture, which means you ain't gonna get that woman. So we already at 36 minutes. I don't want this shit to be too long. But next thing is the conditions of the relationship. You want to have certain conditions of the relationship, man. Like everything you do, you should expect something. Me personally, I always want to cooperate. We can't go nowhere if you ain't listening. If you don't make me feel assured about certain things, I have no problem letting go. You gotta be showing me, you gotta be doing shit, you gotta be moving the way I want you to move for me to take you anywhere. I'm gonna be honest with you, like if you ain't moving the way I want you to move, we probably never gonna see each other after that second date. You probably ain't gonna, you might not smash. You gotta be moving a certain kind of way for me to smash. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just me. Like you gotta have conditions for everything. You gotta have conditions for like she needs to always listen from you. She has to always follow instructions. I'm not saying she has to, disobey who she is. What I'm saying is she has to be listening to my instructions for her to go with me where I'm going. If she don't want to listen, she can leave. She can't. That needs to be your condition. Your condition has to be that plain, that land, that laid, has to be law. There can't be no other way around it. So next thing is that my conditions, there has to be proven sexual attraction. There has to be proven that she likes me. It has to be shown. It's easily shown a lot of times, bro. Women will talk themselves into fucking with you. You be like, I don't know, like I don't know, like I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that about you. She like, nah, like I don't really mean like, I don't really feel like it's that bad. Like I don't know, like it might, I don't always be like that. I think I was just like that with him. Like, think I'm playing. If she like you, that has to be another condition of mine. She has to like me. You ain't gotta really like me, but you gotta like me. You gotta like me in some way, shape, or form, or fashion, because I'm trying to smash. If I ain't trying to smash, I'm cranking you. You're getting cranked. I'm getting everything I can out of you, because I need to see something. You gotta be showing me something. And even in that case, you gotta be showing me at a continuous pace of time. And on that second date, if we ain't smashed, I'm probably not gonna call you again. And if you do call me, I promise you I'm gonna set it up where I'm not doing shit but waiting on you to give me that booty. I'm gonna call you up after work. Listen, pull up after I'm off work and get laid. Bring me some food. I'm making so hard that it's easy for you to say no if you're trying to see me on the third day. This is gonna be easy for you to just say no. I'm gonna put so many conditions that you gotta really, really, really want to smash for you to want to be here. Yeah, you gotta really, really want to see for you to want to be on that third day. If it's the third thing, that's the condition. You have to go above and beyond. You have to buy me food. You gotta cook for me. You gotta come through, and you gotta get hit, and then leave. That's the condition, bro. So, emotional regulation. This is for the guys who don't really want to date for real. Like y'all don't really want to date, and I get it. Hey, listen. I'm just telling you how it is, man. I'm not here to hurt your feelings, man. You being weak. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas, y'all know y'all like to watch the corn. That's what, as they say on YouTube. I ain't trying to get this big man that man. Like the corn. I know y'all watch corn, so y'all like women. It's not like y'all shit don't work. Y'all just be scared. Y'all just be weak. Y'all acting weak. You want to prove that you ain't weak? Control your emotions. Control your emotions. That's what we're going into today. Okay? Number one, you shouldn't care. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever outcome happens, happens. If you don't have that in your mind, whatever happens, happens. I promise you, you is weak. You're weak because you won't do nothing. You care too much, you won't do nothing. And when you do something, you're going to do it so passive that you might as well not do it at all. You gotta not care. Have to move that way. If you care too much, they're gonna pick up on it. People gonna pick up on it, not just women. Everybody gonna pick up on it, and you can go on. You gotta get used to it. You gotta get used to committing, bro. Accepting the worst outcome and committing. So this is how I'm gonna teach you how to do it. First, you have to accept. Listen, it's a chance that, say you approach a woman, it's a chance that she might reject me. It's a chance that she might not like me. It's a chance that she might have a boyfriend. It's a chance that she's a lesbian. It's a chance. All these things can happen. That's cool. But I know she about to sell it. I know she gonna want to be on this date. I know she gonna want this date. That's how you move. It's just that simple. I know she's gonna want this date. And you move on it. I know she gonna move on it. And whatever happens, you already accepted what's gonna happen. What are we talking about? We already whatever who cares? That's how you have to be. You gotta really move that. You can't kind of move that way. You can't be on the fence. I don't know, and but this might still. You ain't accepting it. You gotta accept that shit. Accept it, and then you gonna move in the way you're supposed to move. But if you ain't accept it, promise you, bro. Promise you, bro. Promise you, bro. She ain't gonna fuck with you like that. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. She might, if you look good, you might get away with it. But if you don't look good, you just a regular decklerized nigga, she ain't fucking with it. I promise you she ain't. And I'm gonna be real with you. Even if you look good, she might kind of feel like you know, a poser, and she might not even want to fuck with you at all. She actually might get turned off even more. Because a regular degular guy is kind of like she kind of expected. She expected. But because you look good, especially if you like fly, she immediately gonna say to herself, like, you fake. Like, damn, you was not what I thought you was. Turn all the way off. A regular degular guy, she kind of turned off because it's what she expects. She expects. You feel what I'm saying? So, this is what I want y'all to really get down to. You have to be relaxed, focused, and commit to what you want in the moment. So, in the moment, a lot of times you might be all over the place. You might be on the fence of what you want. You might be, hesitant on some things. But overall, with y'all, what I'm really trying to get y'all to really understand, bro, is that you dead ass just have to chill. Like when you approach a woman, and y'all like start having a conversation, or y'all in the bedroom and y'all having a conversation, you try, you getting it to that point, or you on a date with her, you gotta be relaxed. But everything else don't exist. Like in those moments, nothing else exists. Like you have to lock in. You have to lock in. When you lock in, she locks in. Because you so locked in, she locks in. Promise you. And she feel it. There's another thing I want to try to really understand is that women feel these things, bro. And y'all gotta really establish that. Y'all gotta understand that. So next thing is that you gotta, and now we already talked about this, is committing to what you want. And the only reason why this is so important, and the reason why I always tell y'all that you really gotta commit is because whenever you really commit, it feels different. It don't have to be forced. It don't have to be like a workout where you gotta like, oh my god, oh yeah, like you ain't gotta do all. You know what I'm saying? It really just you can be relaxed and focused, and just know what you want and move on it. Like you ain't gotta be super horny. You ain't gotta be super extreme. You just gotta just move on what you want and just really handle it. If you don't handle it like that, then actually fake. That's what I mean, bro. You kind of just doing it for the wrong reasons. You gotta just know what you want and move on it, bro. Don't pretend. Don't fake. Just be yourself and do it your way. Do it your way. Do things your way. And if she ain't fucking with doing it your way, that's all I got for y'all, man. Leave a like down below, subscribe for more content like this. This is a long ass video. But I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.